Happy Homebrew Wednesday, my brewing brothers and sisters. Cheers. Coconut stout. Kids upstairs. This beer's starting to drink pretty well. It's about a month old now in the keg. And it's really coming around. Which is good timing. This beer was actually entered in the National Homebrew competition. And that judging is actually this weekend. So as long as the bottles kind of came into their own the same way the keg did, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. So this weekend, had a little house visitor, Adam Pritzel. You may have seen his videos. Another Wisconsin home brewer. Him and his wife and kids came up for the weekend, and we brewed some beer and drank some beer and drank some more beer, and we might have even played cards in there. I don't really remember. But we did a little brew day, shot some footage. Turns out Adam shot some footage, I shot some footage. If we put them all together, I think there's a comprehensive brew day there. So check out this footage here, and then I'll put a link, or at least I'll put his name. You can search it. You're big kids. You have keyboards. But you just Google that name, and check out the other half of the brew day video. Cheers. All right, you guys missed footage of stirring the mash and heating up mash water. It's pretty exciting stuff, though, I know. Adam is upstairs napping it out through the mash. I'm just gonna keg up another beer, free up a fermenter, and maybe we'll shoot some footage of the rest of this little brew day. All right, running the mash out, sparging, super high tech, three tier system, back in action. Color is, I don't know if you can see the color. Hold on. Color's good. Coppery. It's going to be awesome. Now, not only did we brew beer, we also really pontificated a lot on a number of subjects. So, without further ado, I give you deep thoughts from two Wisconsin homebrewers.
You can really get the dark malt smell off of this.
The dark malt that wasn't supposed to be in it in the first place.
Like if you were to pick up the dark malt and smell it, like that's what I smell here.
That's totally, yeah.
Milds can be dark like this though, no?
Yeah, I think so. I think normally they'd be more like chocolatey. This is like super toasty, I think.
It is.
Yeah, I think it's good. I kind of want to dry hop it just to see, but I kind of want to dry hop everything. Because I made a mild once. I made a dark, like it was one of the like the AHA, the Big Brew Day beers. They had a dark mild, and when I made it, I had just finished dry hopping like Citra. I don't know. I dry hopped something with 2 ounces of Citra, and I just pitched the dark mild straight on top of the yeast with the Citra in it.
Okay.
Beer was awesome because it was just like it wasn't crazy hoppy.
Just with the leftover that got into the fermenter.
I know this keg is almost full, but I feel like it's gonna blow like any glass. And if I think I'm taking it to Milwaukee next weekend, I guarantee it's gonna blow on Thursday night. It for sure will.
And I remember there's a time in Madison when like I remember drinking like pitchers of beer myself because I figured out I'm like, well, I'm not gonna drink this many beers anyway, so I'm like, I might as well just buy like this pitcher of beer.
You don't need a glass then; you just drink it out of the pitcher.
We also did something today that I believe no one in the world could say they did today.
I agree, completely agree.
So we went in a cave today, the Crystal Cave.
Crystal Cave.
The famous Crystal Cave of Spring Valley, Wisconsin.
75 feet below the ground. 2 hours later, brewing beer.
Yeah. Brew beer and be in a cave.
Yeah.
Nobody in the world has done that.
No.
That's awesome.
What do you think the ABV on this is? Did you look?
I didn't look.
Taste it. What do you think it is? Here's a mark. We'll see if he's a good brewer or not. Guess the ABV by flavor.
That's tough to do because you can cover up ABV a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I am going to say that this is 6.8.
No. Higher.
Higher?
Higher.
7.6.
Not even close.
8.6.
Not even close. It's 9.1.
Shut up!
Yep.
Really?
9.1.
There's no way I taste any.
I don't
like
know. I would have pegged this at like 5.5. I don't taste any alcohol in it.
That. No.
And granted, I've had 6 beers before this one, but
No, but still, I mean, not at all. Like sometimes you can even smell it. Like a lot of beers, really strong beers, like you go, and you're like, whoa, this is strong. Some IPAs.
yeah. No, I don't.
We'll do that to you real
I think
hot.
this is awesome.
Because a lot of times when you brew beers that are, that high, they're hot and they're angry, and you can kind of taste it, and then the only way you don't taste it is if you blast it with a whole bunch of hops, like with some of these big double IPAs,
Yeah.
So, now that you're all smart, you've learned, enriched yourselves, you can walk away from this video thinking, my life is that much better because those two sat and drank beer for an entire weekend. Cheers to us for making you smarter. It's always excellent to get together with other homebrewers. I had the pleasure of having a couple beers last night with Jake Wolstad from Super Brewers. Jake stopped by and checked out my beers and didn't tear them all apart. So, cheers to you, Jake. So anyway, in closing, hang out with homebrewers. We're like the best people around anyway. Cheers to us. Cheers to beer. Cheers to Homebrew Wednesday. And as always, yondu kids. Have a good week. Brew some beer.